Hello and welcome to the Dick Campbell Gym here at York Community High School, where your York Dukes take on the Proviso West Panthers. It's senior night here at York. Alongside Zach Silkaitis, I'm Connor Choi, and Zach, lots to look out for. Kind of a revenge game tonight, if you want to call it, for the York Dukes after the way the last time they faced off against Proviso West didn't go off the way they wanted it to. What are we looking out for tonight?
Yeah, last time they faced Proviso, they ended up losing 72-62. Very high-scoring event. And today, we're hopefully looking for players off the bench, not off the bench, but we're looking for Hunter Stepanek and Costa Campus to come into this game and dominate.
Biggs will help them, but it's an all-senior lineup tonight for the Dukes. Starting lineup for Proviso West first, number 5, Caleb Burgess, number 10, McQuade Nelson, 15, Justin Bowens Jr., Alec Ford, number 22, and down low, the 6'2 forward, number 33, Paul Willis. As for the Dukes, James DeSanto starting at point guard, Connor Fitzgerald out there alongside him, Brendan Carroll, Eddie Sika, and John Kellum rounding things out. So the typical 4 seniors you see in the starting lineup. Kellum, the only fresh face who doesn't normally get a shot. But the 4-year York basketball player finally gets his opportunity to crack the starting lineup. And this senior night is just about underway. And Proviso West head coach Renard Miller looking to once again defeat the Dukes. And Zach, like you said, he was able to do it last time. The Dukes playing a lot better as of late. They picked up a nice win earlier in the week, completing the season sweep off on LT. Once again, winning in overtime. They played at LT, double overtime thriller. Connor Fitzgerald, game-winning three-point shot. That was able to do it. And now, here we go for tip-off. Something you're not used to seeing. Brendan Carroll going to tip off. He's lining up against Justin Bowens Jr. Tip is up, and it's won by the Dukes. And DeSanto hands it off over to Carroll. So they'll start with the ball. Sika has it. Now over Carroll. Out of Fitzgerald. Quick pass. Carroll driving. Kicks it in the corner. Sika down low. DeSanto faking. Fitzgerald on the perimeter. Extra pass. DeSanto on the right wing. Gets it back over. Fitzgerald. Now to Sika. Goes right back. Fitzgerald in the corner. DeSanto spinning around. In some trouble. He's trapped. Gets it out. Slowing things down. Now here's Carroll.
Proviso West coming into this game with the zone defense 2-3.
Down low into the corner. Fitzgerald makes a man jump, and his three-pointer rattles out. Barely missed it. Now Bowens in transition. Gives it up down low. And a charge is taken by DeSanto. Big time play for there. And the Dukes will get it back. Paul Willis gets called for the foul.
Great job by DeSanto taking one for the team there. Now with Proviso playing a 2-3 zone defense, the Dukes are really going to have to excel at the three-point game here tonight.
Carroll over to Sika. Down low, DeSanto getting stuffed. No fouls called. Burgess on the block. And now the Dukes will have it on the baseline.
DeSanto not really looking at his surroundings, didn't see his man right behind him. Kind of just tried to chuck it up.
Get it in quickly. Fitzgerald from the corner. Way long. Carroll, offensive rebound, tries going up and under. He can't get it to go. Kellum, offensive board. DeSanto now for 3. Another air ball. Carroll, another offensive board. Heaves it up, and Burgess comes down with it. Going the other way. Burgess slipping and sliding. Now Willis over to Burgess. Long pass. Into the corner. Here's a three-pointer. This one's long, and Kellum's there on the rebound.
Lots of threes to start out this game. Still, no points are on the board.
Nelson couldn't get his shot to fall, and now the Dukes have it on the other end of the court. Carroll with it at the top of the key. Thought about stepping into a 3. Now here's Sika trying his luck. This one's long off the back iron. Kellum gets it tipped away from him, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Burgess now has it. Swings it down low. Bowens pulls up. Can't get it to fall. Score stays at 0-0. We're 2 minutes into the first quarter.
Both rims seem to have a lid on them as these balls are going in and out.
Fitzgerald over to Sika. Now Carroll swings it over to Fitzgerald, steps into a three, can't get it to fall. Still no score, and there's going to be a foul called on Brendan Carroll. Justin Bowens Jr. coming down with the rebound. He'll get fouled by Carroll, so he'll stop the clock. And now we've got some subs, so Hunter Stepanek checking in. First man off the bench for the Dukes tonight. DeSanto checks out. Proviso West making no substitutions. Dukes have their big man in now. Nelson working on the right wing, in some trouble, swings it out. High pass over to Ford. Ford, floater, won't go. Stepanek right there, gets it knocked free. Loose ball, and Sika picks it up. Sika slows it down. Still a 0-0 ball game with almost 3 minutes played so far here in the first quarter. Coach Dunn calling a play. This offense is resetting. Now the ball finds its way over to Fitzgerald in the corner. In some trouble, kicks it out. Carroll driving. Sika, right corner, goes down low. Stepanek gets it knocked out, and he tries saving it, but it falls out of his hands and goes out, so it'll go right back to the Panthers.
Great defense by the Panthers there. They read that play like a book. They knew exactly who they're trying to get it to, which was Stepanek in the paint.
He's been their best offensive player all around for the majority of the season. Fitzgerald been their best shooter, but Stepanek just down low dominating has definitely been their overall best player. And that's exactly what Proviso West is planning for. Going down low, Willis throws it up off the glass, perfect touch, great body control, and he lays it in. 2-0 score as Proviso West breaks the tie and they lead. Carroll gets it over, Fitzgerald, extra pass in the corner. Stepanek gets it out. Now Carroll to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald pump faking, driving, works to his left, puts up a floater, and an easy bucket for Connor Fitzgerald, and we're tied up at 2 apiece.
I was talking about this earlier with somebody else, but the pump fake, one of the most effective plays you can use in all of basketball. You can use it in almost any scenario. When you're going to shoot, going for your layup, you'll almost always be open. People fall for it all the time.
Nelson has it. Quick handoff to Ford. Detrell Smith getting ready. No, not ready to check in. He's got his warm-up off, so he'll be coming in soon. Swinging it into the corner. Burgeons working on Stepanek. Almost slips again. Swings it down low. Ford tries going up, gets fouled. It's like they'll get Kellum for that one, so 2 shots coming up for Alec Ford.
Both teams only have 2 points in the board as of right now, but both teams are definitely getting all the shots they want. They're getting good looks. They're getting open looks. They just can't get any of the threes to fall.
First free throw is up and good from Ford. And Danny Liebert checks in for John Kellum. Liebert's first time checking in today. Yet another one of the seniors on this York team. Ford goes 2 for 2 at the line. And he'll check out, and checking in, Dartrell Smith. Carroll over to Sika. Down low, Liebert has it, pump faking, puts it up, can't get it to fall, and it'll be last touch by Liebert. So the Panthers will get the ball as they have a 4-2 lead with 3:09 left to go here in the first quarter. Nelson gets it over to Smith. Go in the corner, Burgeons has it. Quick pass. Going down low, spinning and firing, can't get it to fall. Just missed it as really a nice look from Bowens. Can't get it to fall. Carroll has it, 2:40 left now. They go down low, Stepanek fading away, baby hook, can't get it to fall. Carroll on the offensive board, goes up, he gets blocked. No, it's a foul called. They're gonna tag Justin Bowens Jr. on that one, and 2 shots coming up for Brendan Carroll.
Bowens Jr. seems to believe that it was not a foul. That was all ball up in the air, but he definitely did knock him up with his own body.
Carroll an opportunity here at the charity stripe to tie this game up at 4 apiece with just over 2.5 minutes in the first quarter. He makes the first free throw. Carroll's second shot is up, and he connects, so we're now tied 4-4 after the 2-for-2 trip at the line from Brendan Carroll. Ball gets knocked free, Sika on the steal, but it's picked right back up by the Panthers. Over in the corner, Nelson trying to make something happen off of the pass from Smith. Gets it down low, Bowens pulls up with a floater, and that's pure. Bowens knocking it down, and now it's 6-4, Panthers with the lead.
Bowens with a nice move, finally getting it to fall after a nice play beforehand with a little 360 shot.
Costa Campus and Noah Moscow ready to check in. This drive will sputter out as Proviso West working in transition. Spinning around, going off the glass is Smith, who takes a fall after the fact. It doesn't matter as the basket's good. It's 8-4. 2-possession lead now for the Panthers.
As I said before, the pump fake, very lethal. Everybody falls for it. Easy bucket.
Sika floats it over. Liebert has it. Gets it over. Fitzgerald near the charity stripe. Kicks it in the corner. Carroll sidestepping. Tries floating it over. Liebert can't save it, and it'll be yet another turnover. So they've turned it over 3 times in their last 4 possessions. And Proviso West is capitalized. Subs coming in. They're checking out Paul Willis for Yanis and Cortez. Burgeons over to Nelson. Down low, Bowens fights through contact, late whistle, and foul call that looks like it'll be on campus.
Bowen's definitely one of the more athletic players in the game. He's had a nice couple of shots so far here in the game. Not too many points to show. Both teams off to a very slow start. Hopefully being able to bring it to double digits here.
First free throw is up and good from Bowens, so that'll make it a 5-point lead now for Proviso West. Caleb Burgeons checks out. Checking back in is Alec Ford. And the second free throw just spits out at the last second. Carroll gets it over to Moscow, who just checked in alongside Campus. Fitzgerald on the left wing. They go down low. Campus, extra pass. Stepanek pump faking, goes up and lays it in. Hunter Stepanek gets it to fall. His first basket of the day. Now Proviso West looking to respond with 40 seconds. Cortez swings it in the corner. Smith driving, spins around. Deep three-pointer coming up. This one's long. Moscow fights for the board. Smith picks it up. Gets it over. Nelson now down low. Burgeons gets it to go. I'm sorry, that's Bowens who gets it to go. And it's 11-6. Less than 20 seconds now here in the first quarter. Duke's trailing by 5. Carroll over to Fitzgerald. He steps into a three-pointer. Fitzgerald can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Smith. Dumps it off. Last second shot, and it goes in. Wow, what a play by Bowens as he gets it to fall, and the first quarter comes to a close. Bowens extends this Panthers lead to 7 as it's 13-6.
Bowens, 2 great back-to-back plays for his team to end the quarter to extend their lead. They're off to a great start after winning last time against the Dukes, hoping that they can win again.
The Dukes trying to win on senior night and split the season series with Proviso West. Second quarter coming your way. It's a 7-point lead for the Panthers. The Dukes need to respond. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Start of the second quarter here. Proviso West gets the ball in the alternate possession, looking to build on their 13-6 lead over the York Dukes. They try getting it down low, and it's a turnover forced. Carroll, coast to coast, lays it in. Brendan Carroll, nice job. Great defensive play by the Dukes. Forward's pass gets intercepted, and Carroll makes something happen in transition. Down low, Cortez goes up, gets the basket, and the foul. So Cortez heads to the line as it's now 15-8. Coach Dunn getting ready to check in Ethan Jakob for the first time today. Jakob comes in for campus, and the junior forward enters for the first time.
Campus, one of the better players, one of the better big men on the team, always getting boards, very good on the offensive side, but fouls have been a big problem for him so far this year. As we can see, early into this game, he already has 2, so Coach Dunn had to take him out.
What's limited his minutes for the most, I mean, he had a really nice stretch of like 3 or 4 games, and then after that, he was his playing time was kind of getting limited by fouls, so he's really got to keep those in check. Jakob down low, goes up and under, and gets it to go. Really nice post move from Ethan Jakob, immediately making an impact after coming in off the bench, and now it's 15-10. And both these teams starting to heat up after there was no score for almost the first 3 minutes of the game. Three-pointer falls, on the floor foul is called. Dartrell Smith couldn't get his three-pointer to go. We've got some subs getting ready to check back in. Bowens is back in. He's going to check out Cortez.
Bowen's definitely the most impactful player so far for the Panthers. Definitely going to need him in the game if they want to keep scoring.
They get it in, and jump ball's the call, so this one's headed to the Dukes. Kind of just a little bit of a mental error there from Alec Ford. No, I'm sorry, that would be Paul Willis, who jumps up and just had nowhere to go with the ball. Fitzgerald gets it over to Sika. Jakob takes a tumble, hands it off. Sika try and make the extra pass. He's working through a lot of traffic and gets called for a double dribble. He's saying the ball got knocked free, but he's pleading his case on deaf ears. Sawyer Osgadome checks in for the first time. Eddie Sika's out. He gets his first break. Now we're seeing a little bit more of the rotation we're used to off the bench. This is, one of the many. At one point, this was a starting lineup at the beginning of the year. Really fancy move down low from Nelson, but he kind of just throws it up, and there's a whistle blown. It'll be last touched by the Dukes.
It appears Stepanek going up for the rebound accidentally hit it off him last.
Makai Nelson checking out, checking back in. Caleb Burgeons. They'll get it into Bowens. Bowens with it near the Duke logo. Gets it over. Burgeons to Nelson. Sidesteps. Thought about pulling for a 3. Instead, they go down low. Bowens gets blocked by Stepanek. Osgadome picks it up. Works in transition. Osgadome pivots. In some trouble. Kicks it to perimeter. Carroll. Corner to corner. Fitzgerald steps into a 3. Can't get it to fall. Still is waiting for his first basket of the day. I'm sorry, first three-pointer. And he goes up, and he can't lay it in. No foul called. So Bowens doesn't get the call he's looking for. But Carroll gets it stripped away from him on the other end of the court. Now the Panthers get possession back. Burgeons has it. Loose ball on the floor. Fitzgerald picking it up.
Duke's looking to slow things down after a very eventful last minute. Both teams going back and forth.
A little bit of a scoring drought we're starting to come off of, but you know what's been plentiful in that time? Turnovers for both sides. Carroll has it near the volleyball line. Fitzgerald's cutting on the baseline, now has it in the corner. Gets it back over to Carroll. Osgadome, top of the key. One quick step, gets it over. Now Carroll. Gets it over to Fitzgerald on the left wing. Carroll working to his right. Osgadome in the right corner. Goes down low. Jakob fights through contact, gets blocked. Ball pops up, and it'll stay with the Dukes as its last touch by Paul Willis.
The Dukes' big men are going to have to change up their strategies. Usually, they're the bigger players on the court, so they can power their way through everybody. But with this Panthers lineup, they're much bigger than the Dukes lineup, so they're going to have to stop rushing in and just take their time, do a couple pump fakes, do a good couple moves in the paint.
Immediately going in to John Kellum, who lays it up and in. Really nice there. Panthers looking to respond. This one spits out. Offensive rebound, and it's off the foot of Bowens. So the Dukes get the ball back, and now they've got a chance to tie it up.
Dukes fans very hyped after they are only down 3 points now with 4:40 left in this second quarter.
They're loving to see John Kellum get on the action. Oskedome ties it up, 15 apiece. Sawyer Oskedome wide open, knocks it down. Really nice shot. Bowens looking to respond, goes up and banks it in. Nice move down low, working in transition. Bowens with 9. Now Carroll over to Kellum. Stepanek with it on the perimeter. Carroll down low, tries getting it to Kellum, and he could not save it, so whistle blown, and it'll be Smith to inbound under the basket. Smith gets it in, Burgeons. Over to Nelson. Nelson works to his left. Driving to the basket, kicks it in the corner. Charge taken, and the Panthers turn it over. Big time play from John Kellum, and the second charge a Duke has taken tonight.
We love aggressive players in basketball, but sometimes it's got to go against you.
Carroll bringing it up. Swings it in the corner. Fitzgerald gets it smacked out of his hands. Now picks it back up. Working to his left. Oskedome. Shades over to his right. And Fitzgerald just going to hand it off to Carroll, who tries going down low to Fitzgerald, but instead gets knocked down by Willis. Burgess working, lays it in, back up to a 4-point lead for the Panthers.
Panthers, as I said earlier, reading these plays right out of the book. They know exactly who it's going to. Stepanek every time. He's the leading scorer on the team most games in the paint. And when you take that out of their game, they're not going to score as much.
Fitzgerald pulls up for 3, gets it to go. His first triple of the night couldn't have come at a better time. 19-18 your score. Duke's down by 1, and the Panthers turn it over. Just a miscommunication there. And the Dukes with an opportunity to take the lead. And timeout called by Proviso West. They've got some things to talk over. And the Dukes starting to come back. They trail by 1. They're getting the ball. When we come right back, you are watching York Sports Network. Back from the timeout, Dukes with the ball. Fitzgerald inbounds it quickly to Stepanek. They trail by 1. Handoff over to Sika. Fitzgerald steps into a 3. Another make, and the Dukes have a 2-point lead. It's 21-19.
Dukes out on top for the first time tonight. Back-to-back three-pointers. He's starting to heat up.
6 points, about 5 seconds. Deep 3 of their own, looking to respond. That is such a weird play. Ford comes in and finishes the job after probably one of the worst misses of the day from Makai Nelson. But he couldn't have missed it any better, as it went right to where Ford was crashing in. He had a wide open lane, and he goes in for the easy layup. And now it's 21-21. Kellum over to Sika. Goes down low, tries forcing it to Stepanek. Stepanek has it on the floor, and it'll be a jump ball. So it'll go to the Panthers.
That play back there when the Panthers scored, I don't know what the Dukes were doing. You got to box out your defender when you see the ball go up in the air. Right there, he was wide open in the lane. Nobody was boxing out. Got a free bucket.
Ford Now they have it in the corner, working baseline, going down low, getting blocked by Stepanek. And now they're taking a tumble. Looks like some tripping there on the other end of the court. Now Carroll has it. Slows it down, gets it over to Kellum. Looked like Willis was trying to trip Stepanek following his block on him. Now Sika driving, and it's whistle blown, foul call. They're going to say he threw him an elbow.
Yeah, Connor, tonight is definitely going to be a battle of the bigs. Both players on Panthers and the Dukes great at defense, having the ability to block almost any shot that comes near them.
Kellum gets it into Carroll, down low. Kellum fights through contact, gets swatted by Bowens, but it'll stay with the Dukes.
That was very loud. You could hear that throughout the gym.
Carroll into Fitzgerald, immediately catch and shoot, and another three-pointer. He's heating up. His last 3 attempts have all been makes it. It's 24-21. Dukes with a 3-point lead. Proviso West turning it over. Fitzgerald saving it. He's strapped, gets it over to Sika. And now they're slowing things down.
Great play call from Dunn out there, getting Fitzgerald the opportunity to get that shot, catch and release almost instantaneously. And that another bucket to go.
Oh, nice pass from Stepanek. No look behind the back. Gets it to Fitzgerald, who lays it in with the left. And it's a 5-point lead for the Dukes. 45 seconds left in the first half. Oh, and a foul's going to be called.
Great defense up to the point where they almost tackled the Panthers player there.
Swinging it into the corner. Nelson to Bowens. About a half a minute left to go. Burgeons gets it down low. Whistle blown. It'll be a foul. We'll see who it's on. It'll be on Kellum. So that's his first foul. It's the 4th team foul. So another one puts Proviso West in the bonus. In the corner, 3-pointer. This one won't go. Carroll flying in, picks up the board. Less than 20 seconds. Carroll using the screen from Stepanek, driving to the basket, goes up, gets fouled.
Panthers seeming to fall behind in this game as they cannot hit a 3-pointer right now, and Fitzgerald single-handedly taking the lead away from the Panthers.
2 shots coming up for Carroll. And with 4.4, opportunity to make this a 3-possession game, but he misses the first free throw, so the best he can do is make it a 2. Or keep it at 2, I should say. Second free throw up and good. 27-21 now the score. Proviso West, 2 seconds. Just a last-second prayer, not even going to get it off, and it's not going to matter because it doesn't go in anyways. And the Dukes will enter halftime with a 6-point lead, 27-21. Zach, what adjustments are Proviso West going to have to make, and what do the Dukes have to do to hold on to this lead and pull away with the game on senior night?
Proviso started out so good because their defense, their ability to stop the big man, Hunter, Stepanek, and Costa Campus, but now that the Dukes are starting to hit their threes, it's going to be very tough for them to stop that, especially in the 2-3 zone. They're going to have to do something different on the defense, maybe switch it up to man, something like that.
We'll see what adjustments they make in the locker room. We'll be back in 9 minutes and 48 seconds for the rest of this game. Start of the second half coming your way soon. 27-21, your score here on York Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. Halftime, just in the way of the second half. We welcome you back to the second half where the score is 27-21. It's a 6-point lead for your York Dukes over the Proviso West Panthers. Alongside Zach Silkaitis, I'm Connor Choi, and it was an eventful first half. First 3 minutes started off no score, and then Proviso West took a pretty healthy lead. The Dukes came all the way back, aided by three three-pointers from Connor Fitzgerald, and now they possess a 6-point lead as we start the third quarter. Brendan Carroll bringing it up for the Dukes. He's got it on the right wing. Needs some help, gets it over. Sika sidestepping, pivoting, gives it back over to Carroll, who's got it near the logo. Swings it over, Sika in the corner, goes down low. Stepanek up and in, easy layup for the big man. And Hunter Stepanek is up to 4 points, and it's 29-21.
Hopefully looking to feed it into Stepanek a little bit more now. They were trying early on, wasn't really working out. Proviso was playing some great defense. Now with them slacking a little bit, hopefully to be able to get that happen.
Ooh, nice bucket from number 10, McKay Nelson. Fights through contact, falls back, able to get the perfect touch off the glass and able to bank it in. Carroll has it, gets it over, Sika. Back over, Carroll, top of the key. Into the corner for Sika, they're going back and forth. Carroll down low, Stepanek gets it knocked free, and a foul's called as Stepanek takes a tumble along with Alec Ford. So maybe a foul's going to be called on Eddie Sika. Nelson over to Ford. Burgeons works to his left. Driving, baseline, kicks it in the corner. Extra pass, top of the key. Nelson now in the corner. Ford, a three-pointer, and he connects. Alec Ford knocks it down, makes it a 3-point game with about 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Proviso finally hitting one of their first 3 of the nights after taking so many. That's got to feel good.
Sika over to Carroll, down low, Stepanek goes up and lays it in. Another easy layup for Hunter Stepanek, up to 6 points, and it's 31-26, back up to a 2-possession lead for the Dukes.
Not sure what Proviso was doing there. They might have left their defense in the first half because he was wide open on that play.
Euro steps, down low, goes up, too hard off the glass. The putback also won't go. 2 misses in a row for Burgeons. Now Carroll picks it up.
The rim does not seem to be in Proviso West's favor this game.
Stepanek. Carroll, who goes down low. Kellum, can he hold on? No, he can't. Couldn't hold on to it, and now 33-28. The score holds as the Dukes turn it over with 4:38 left to go. Step back mid-ranger, plus the foul. Really tough shot there from Nelson. Really nice move as well.
Nelson making some great moves inside the three-point line. As you can see right there, that was a tough take. Made a couple other tough plays like the nasty layup we saw earlier from him.
Sawyer Osgadone back in, checks out Eddie Sika. He's got 3 fouls, so he's got to be careful, as there's just about 1.5 quarters left to play in this game. Free throw up and good, so Nelson completes the 3-point play, and it's a 2-point game now as Campus checking in for Kellum.
This game a lot closer than it feels right now. Duke's only up by 2.
Osgadone gets it into Carroll. Carroll bringing it up, calling a play. Handing it off, Fitzgerald. Over to Osgadone. Stepanek in some trouble, swings it over. Fitzgerald. Carroll on the right wing. Driving and tries laying it up, draws the foul. The attempt came up short, hit it at the bottom of the rim.
That's a great job from Carroll there. Not a lot to do with the ball, nobody open up top. Tried to drive in and take it. He knew he probably wouldn't get a good look at actually scoring, drawing the foul.
And he knocks down the first free throw, so extends it to back up to a 3-point lead, 34-31. Has a chance to once again make it a 2-possession game. And he can't do it there as he just misses it, but it's a loose ball. We'll see who was last touched by. And they're saying it was last touched by the Panthers, so it'll stay right with the Dukes here. And they've got a chance to extend it to a 2-possession lead still, despite Carroll missing the second free throw.
Dukes got very lucky there. Proviso should have done a better job of boxing out. Rare offensive board there for the Dukes.
Dangerous high pass into Fitzgerald, who quickly gets it over to Osgadome. Osgadome now over to Carroll. Carroll using the screen from Stepanek, who tries getting it down low. Stepanek can't hang on, and he just slaps it over to Osgadome, over to Campus. Campus down low. Stepanek sizing up his man, spinning around. Good touch, and Hunter Stepanek gets it to fall. 39-33 now the score. Two minutes, 20 seconds. Stepping into a three-pointer and connecting is McQuade Nelson from way downtown. And it's a 3-point game, 39-36 with 2:08 left to go in the third. Stepanek tries handing it off to Osgadome, and it'll be last touched by Smith before heading out. So they'll stay with the Dukes. They catch a break there. But they've got to be careful when they're protecting the ball. Fitzgerald has to get it in. Into Osgadome. Carroll on the right wing. Campus down low to Stepanek, who goes behind and lays it in. Really nice post moves from Hunter Stepanek. 10 points for him. Oh, what a move coast to coast from McQuade Nelson. Wow.
That was one of the craziest plays that we have seen here at York Sports Network this year. Going around multiple defenders to get that to go in. That was a crazy shot.
Such an athletic play from such an athletic player. 3-point game. This one's far from over. A minute 44. Proviso West trailing by just a 3-pointer. 41-38. Your score. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. One minute, 35 seconds. We welcome you back from the timeout. Dukes with possession as they've got a 3-point lead. Brendan Carroll thought about a 3-pointer. Instead, gets it over to Campus. Now Carroll wide open. He'll pull a 3. It's good. Brendan Carroll knocks it down. 6-point lead now for the Dukes, 44-38.
Carroll, rare 3 for him. Usually seeing him drive into the paint. That was a great open look.
Swan nearly getting saved by Fitzgerald, but it'll stay with the Panthers.
Dukes come out a little bit more on top here, pushing their lead to 6. Just a minute 11 remaining in the third quarter.
Nelson. Over to Bowens. Bowens spinning, firing. This one's long. Offensive board by Burgeons, who goes up, and a jump ball's called. It'll stay with the Panthers. But the Dukes get the possession arrow back in their favor. Good defensive stand by the Dukes. After senior night, the Dukes with 3 more home games. They play Libertyville tomorrow, as this one just off the hands of Mackay Nelson. So a bad turnover there by the Panthers. 3 more home games. The Dukes have Libertyville tomorrow at 5:30. Then they host Glenbard West on Valentine's Day. They're looking for some revenge against their conference rivals after getting blown out by them when they traveled to Glen Ellen to face off with the Hilltoppers. And then they play Downers Grove North on Tuesday, February 18th. And those are their final few regular season games. And then playoffs start. So, you know, the girls' season, or home season, I should say, already over. No more home games for the girls' team. They finished up with senior night. Only a few more games for them to play. So the season really coming to a close as Fitzgerald goes up, lays it in, and gets the foul called. Another great pass from Hunter Stepanek there, I might add, as well.
Stepanek finding his role in this game, knowing it's going to be hard for him to drive against this Panthers defense, doing everything else that he possibly can by getting rebounds and getting assists. Great job from Stepanek here tonight.
Really acting as a facilitator in tonight's game, Zach, kind of like you were mentioning just before. I mean, he's third in points, which you're not used to seeing as Fitzgerald completes the 3-point play. You're really used to seeing him one, and then sometimes two if Fitzgerald's having one of those days. Well, Fitzgerald is having one of those games as there's another turnover by the Panthers, and you're really seeing the frustration from Dartrell Smith's show as it's just not a good pass from Justin Bowens Jr.
Down 9 now. They're going to have to be more productive and stop turning the ball over if they're going to want to come back in this one.
Well, right as they're making mistakes, Coach Dunn, with a pretty smart substitution, gets Eddie Sika back in. A long pass over to Hunter Stepanek, and the Dukes with a turnover of their own, but there's a last-second heave that just hits the shot clock. Not even close from Caleb Burgeons. And Proviso West entering the final 8 minutes, trailing by 9. It's 47-38. The Dukes in line to take home a win on senior night here. Proviso West looking to complete the season sweep of the York Dukes. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Back here, start of the fourth quarter. Coming your way, 47-38 your score. York Dukes with the ball. Brendan Carroll bringing it up. Gets it over. Campus has it to Stepanek. Stepanek over to Carroll. Carroll to Fitzgerald. Over to Sika now, left corner. Sika driving to his left. Pivots, and he's saying he slid, so that'll be a travel on Eddie Sika.
It was a good move, good idea. Unfortunately, just as you said, Connor, he slid across the floor.
Into the corner, Burgeons driving, weaves through traffic, gets it over. Willis goes up and lays it in. So 47-40 now, 7-point lead for the Dukes. Carroll hands it off. Fitzgerald over to Sika. And whistle blown.
Connor, I want to ask you a question here. If you're in Proviso's shoes right now, their situation, if you were out there on the court with your extensive basketball skill, how would you score for their team?
I would drop a play. You need a lot of motion. It seems pretty one-dimensional. It seems like someone just gets the ball and, you know, they've decided they want to shoot before the possession's even started. So Maybe try and just let a play develop or something, or just be more patient. I mean, you have 7 minutes and 10 seconds. You can be a little bit more selective for the time being, so you might as well take full advantage of it. Campus goes up, gets fouled, timed that perfectly, and 2 shots coming up for Costa Campus.
Damn, he got taken down hard. He hurt his right elbow on that one. You can see it on his face.
Yeah, he took a hard fall.
That's not good. Hopefully Campus is okay. Trying to walk it off right here.
First free throw coming up for Campus. On the way, and this one's long, can't get it to go. Substitutions for Proviso West. Bowens Jr. checking out, McKay Nelson back in the game. And Campus going 0 for 2 at the line, but it's tipped over by Carroll. Fitzgerald picks it up, calls for it back immediately. Down low, and Sika goes up, spins around, lays it in. And Eddie Sika able to score on senior night and giving the Dukes their 9-point lead back. And it's a timeout forced to be called by Proviso West. They've got some things to talk over. 6 minutes and 54 seconds to come back from this one. The Dukes trying to close it out. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Back from the timeout called by Proviso West. 3-pointer, this one's way off from Alec Ford. Fitzgerald on the rebound, gets it over to Carroll. 6.5 minutes left to go in this one, and it's a 9-point lead for the Dukes. They're looking to extend this one. Carroll, wide open lane to the basket, and he just, with the left hand, able to finish easily, and now double-digit lead for the Dukes. Fade away mid-ranger, and yet another tough shot from McKay Nelson, and it's back to a 9-point game.
Nelson, something you don't see from a lot of players nowadays, just shooting mid-rangers. He's hitting every single shot he takes from inside the arc. It's actually kind of crazy if you think about it.
Carroll has it, gets it over Sika, top of the key. Now Carroll backing up. Tries floating it to Fitzgerald in the corner. Last touch by Proviso West, so it'll stay with the Dukes. Campus with it, baseline. Gets it into Carroll. Carroll has it on the right wing. Now it's over to Sika. Sika, long pass. Down low, and this one's off the hands of Hunter Stepanek, so it'll be turned over by the Dukes.
Campus ready for the look to Stepanek. Looks like they do that a lot, and we see that a lot, but Stepanek was not ready for the play, just a little bit of a delayed reaction.
Now, if you're the Dukes on the floor right now, the mindset probably is keep adding onto the score so you can get the rest of the seniors in. But that won't help as there's an and one bucket from Justin Bowens Jr. Fights through contact, able to get it to fall. Great body control. Now he's headed to the line for one more.
Bowens, 15 on the day, matching his number. He's having a great performance inside the paint, getting the ball to go in the bucket, as well as getting a ton of boards for his team.
Carroll bringing it up after the three-point play was not being able to complete it. They swing it into the corner. Sika going up, just kind of throws it up. Campus, offensive board, and he gets it to fall. Costa Campus, nice job. Back up to a 9-point game. Nelson has it. Nelson driving, kicks it into the corner. Three-pointer is not going to go. Campus on the rebound. Smith couldn't get it to fall. Carroll getting double-teamed. Needs some help, and he'll get it from his coach as Mike Dunn calling a timeout to talk things over and to keep the Dukes, allow the Dukes to keep possession. We'll step aside. 53-44 your score. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Welcome you back from the timeout. Fitzgerald with it. Now over to Carroll. Long pass, Campus, extra pass, down low, stepping it, goes up, can't get it to go. Too hard off the glass, ball pops free, and a foul's gonna be called. Still a 9-point lead for the Dukes. It's with 4:19 left to go here in the fourth quarter. But Proviso West, well, they're down multiple possessions, but they're still keeping it relatively close. This here's a three-pointer. This one's going to be short. Nelson couldn't knock it down. Stepnick on the rebound. Carroll in some trouble, and a little bit of anticipation there from Barry, who just jumps on the back of Carroll, so it'll be a foul on Proviso West.
Proviso trying to do anything they can at this point in the game to get the ball back and make a comeback.
Carroll over to Sika. Sika moving back. Carroll pushing it forward. In some trouble. Gets it over. Fitzgerald gets hit hard, and that's Proviso West's 5th foul of the quarter. So that'll put the Dukes in the bonus, and you're sending their best shooter to the free throw line. Not the best situation to find yourself in when you're chasing 9 points.
Like I said earlier in the game, very early on, you can't be this aggressive in basketball game. You like seeing aggressive players. You like seeing players willing to go after loose balls, go after rebounds and box out. But when you're losing by this much in a game and it's very close, you can't be having fouls like this. And mistakes, I should say.
Fitzgerald can't connect on the first free throw. His second attempt up, and this one no good as well, so an 0-for-2 trip at the line. The Panthers picking up the pace here. Long pass, extra pass, into the corner. Now back out. Left wing three-pointer. It's up and it's good from Caleb Burgess. Really nice shot there from the Proviso West guard. Sika over to Stepanek. Stepanek flips it over. Now Carroll has it. Carroll gets him to fall, goes down low. Stepnick goes up, and he lays it in. Nice sequence of events there, and the Dukes extend their lead, 55-47.
Dukes showing no remorse out here tonight.
Jump ball's the call, so it'll stay with the Panthers. Nearly forcing a turnover. They catch a break there, being able to hold on. Quick pass in the corner. Catch and shoot three for Burgess. This time he can't get it to fall. Carroll there on the rebound, getting double teamed. In some trouble. And timeout call by Coach Dunn as he saves the day once again. 3 minutes on the dot here left in this one. 55-47 ball game. We'll step aside. You are watching York Boys Varsity Basketball Senior Night here on York Sports Network. Seconds left to go in this game. Sika, his first free throw is going to be no good. So Osgedom checks out. Campus is in. And Sika goes 1 for 2 as he knocks down the second free throw. So back up to a 9-point lead for the Dukes. Proviso West. Got to hurry it up. They've got less than 2 minutes to make a comeback here. Nelson using the screen, pulls it up, and he can't get it to fall. His three-pointer no good. Fitzgerald in transition. Now he slows it down, gets it down low. Stepnick goes up, slams it home! Put in the exclamation mark as this could do it here. 11-point lead now for the Dukes. They respond nicely, however, as the Panthers cut to the lead. Now back up to now back down to a 9-point game. Sika over to Campus. Carroll. Dangerous pass, and he pays the price as Bowens gets it. Now over to Burgeons. Burgeons into the corner. Three-pointer won't go. Burgeons, rebound, goes up. Can't get it to fall. Sika picks up the rebound as he's almost like he was kind of just looking for a foul call there. Didn't get it, kind of confused. So Coach Dunn recognizing that, calling a timeout. But my goodness, what a sequence of events. Hunter Stepnick, nasty transition dunk there.
Was that his first at the year counter?
It's the first I've seen. Definitely his first at home. I haven't seen him, really dunk all year. You know he's got it in him. I mean, easily.
Just never had the open opportunity like that one.
I'm sure if he really wanted to, he could do it, even contested. I just think he chooses not to. I mean, I know he's got the vertical. He's a great volleyball player. He can get up there. It's the first time I've seen him do it. Bench warning called on York, so no timeout was called. In fact, they did call a foul on Sika. That was quite late. I almost thought it was a timeout. Sika's first free throw is no good. And then afterwards, bench warning assessed on York. And the second free throw was good, so another 1 for 2 trip for Eddie Sika. 59-49, 10-point lead for the Dukes. Less than a minute here. They swing into the corner. Three-pointer is up and won't go. Offensive rebound by Willis is not going to go. Sika has it, slips. Gets it over Campus to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, long pass over to Carroll. And a foul is called. First free throw from Carroll is up and good. So now 60-49. And a 2 for 2 trip, so now 12-point lead. Last one little floater won't go, and 20 seconds. And we'll see if they foul. They will not, so. Oh, well, turnover there. Burgess goes up, and he throws it down with one hand. Wow, what a great dunk. Not going to matter as the Dukes win by 10 on senior night. Almost looked like kind of an aggression throwdown from Justin Bowens Jr.
Bowens Jr., what a way to end a night for him. He just wanted to show what he did. And kind of surprising, Proviso lost by 10 this time, as the Dukes lost by 10 the first time they played against each other.
Yet another high-scoring affair. A great matchup between two teams. And the Dukes pick up a senior night win, 61-51. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Alongside Zach Silkaitis, I've been Connor Choi. I'd like to thank our entire crew, Johnny Scalzitti, Griffin Hanna, Luca DeSanto, and Brennan Blanchett here at York Sports Network. Have a good night, and go Dukes.